Hi guys. We're live in 5.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
a light and me look out of the road, I bear you, me sit up on the street corner. Them mother always a say, when you're not tired we drink rum and smoke marijuana. But it's not what it seems, them get accepted to pursue a degree. But neither them, nor them parents, nor them relatives are poor, couldn't find it to pay the school fee. So choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, from poverty them and for set we free. And choose SLB, for all your tuition needs. Serving from 1971, they're here for everyone, so everybody sing this one. Student know them are the real trendsetter. Them give the youth a chance to move right up the ladder. Through education, they make your life get better. Education, that's the key. Me say we nah got turn no cruff round ya. No, we ain't gonna lose. Strive, we a strive for make life better. So we know who we choose, yeah. Choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, in the golden anniversary, yeah. Choose SLB, always transforming dreams. Serving from 1971, they're here for everyone, so everybody sing this one. Choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, from poverty them and for set we free. And choose SLB, SLB, SLB.
Both new and existing, so that you are well in the know about all things SLB. So without further ado, we welcome you again to our very first episode of SLB Connect.
Wow. Guys, we have launched our portal on the 1st of June. And as such, we are really excited just to share with you all the information that is needed for you to start the application process. We understand that you have a lot of questions. But guys, we're here for you just to connect with you. Okay? Stay tuned to our episode today. Stay tuned to our episode today, because we promise you an informative session. We promise you an exciting one as to how you can apply for the SLB, or you can register, when to register, and so on. Okay? Stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned. Today's topic will be SLB's new customer portal called STEEP, which means Strategic Transformation of End User Experience Portal. Now guys, this new portal promises to be more convenient, more inclusive, more user-friendly, and faster loan processing time for our applicants. Now, that means, Siobhan, quicker disbursement, and I'm sure everybody wants that, right?
A lot of persons want that. I remember getting a lot of questions as it relates to when is the disbursement, how soon will the disbursement take.
Exactly.
Now, the STEEP provide all the solutions to your questions, and I'm so happy to hear that.
Certainly.
Now, friends, we understand that you have a lot of questions. We understand that you have a lot of questions about our portal as it relates to how you can apply, how you can register for the guarantor aspect of the application process. But momentarily, we'll have an SLB expert to provide you with a presentation so that you'll be fully aware and how to understand the new application process for the first time applicants on a new customer portal. Okay guys? But before we do that, we do have a Did You Know section. I know that you saw it on your screen a while ago, but here it finally comes.
Did you know that with the new customer portal, guarantors are now required to register online as well as complete their own processing independent of the applicant?
Well, of course. But first the applicant would have to submit their application, which would initiate the process for the guarantor.
Exactly.
They would have to first go on the portal, register, submit the necessary information, submit their documents and so on. But the application must be submitted by the applicant first before the guarantor can start their process. And that's what I like about the Steep portal.
Right. Excellent point, Siobhan. Now, that ends our Did You Know feature. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to send us your questions via Instagram so that they can be answered in this segment of SLB Connect. That is the Did You Know feature.
We will now invite Ms. Anika Hughes, one of our dear colleagues, an assistant manager in the loan processing department, with regards to giving us some information as it relates to new applicants, as it relates to a new customer portal, as it relates to new applicants, and how to basically apply. But before I go to speak with Ms. Hughes, we do want to encourage you to go on our live feed, share your questions, share your comments. We are waiting on you. Share the broadcast as well. We are waiting for your feedback, guys. But Anika, nice to have you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have the opportunity to share more information about our application process and our new customer portal.
Excellent. But before we begin, Anika, I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Right? What are some of the benefits of the new customer portal?
All right. So some of the new features and benefits include 1, upfront Trn verification. 2, our applicants will now have the opportunity to pay their fees via the portal using a debit or credit card. 3, they'll be able to track the progress of their application using our track your request feature.
Right.
Also, they'll get step-by-step notifications on the progress of their application. Also, the guarantors, they will be enjoying the ease and convenience of applying online, which will also allow them to enjoy more data protection and privacy because they don't have to be sharing their TRN and their income verification with the applicant. So I know that in the past that was a big pet peeve for the guarantors.
Right.
The guarantors
That's
are true. We answered. We have a solution for you.
Right.
So that's just some of the features that our portal boasts at this time.
Okay. All right, Anika, thank you so much. You may make your way to the podium to make your presentation.
All right.
Okay.
I'm really excited.
Questions and answers. Your questions, rather, and we will answer them in the question and answer segment.
And that comes right after the presentation.
afternoon once again, viewers. Today I'll be presenting on the SLB's new customer portal. I'll be showing you the registration and application journey. So let's begin. First, you'll be required to go to the Students Loan Bureau's website at www.slbja.com. Here, you will gain access to our STEEP customer portal by clicking the Apply Online tab that is located to the top right-hand corner. Once you've clicked on that tab, you will be routed to the login page of the customer portal. So, how to create your portal account? Before I get into how to create your portal account, I will first address who has to create a portal account. So, all new applicants and guarantors, whether new or existing guarantors, will be required to create a portal account. To create an account, you will click on the Sign Up link that is located to the top right-hand corner. You'll then be routed to the Register page. Here, you select your title, enter your first name, last name, date of birth, and tax registration number. Please pay attention to the mandatory fields with the red asterisk. Also, please ensure that your name is spelled correctly and matches what is on your official TRN card or slip. You'll then click Verify TRN. At this point, your details will be verified through the Tax Administration of Jamaica's database. Once you're successful, you'll receive a pop-up message confirming this validation. Then you'll select an ID type and enter the associated details. After that, you'll be required to verify your email address. To do so, you will enter your email address, click the Verify Email Address tab. At this time, you'll receive a one-time password that will be emailed to you. You'll take the 6-digit code and you'll enter it into our verification box. Then you'll be required to verify your mobile number. To do so, you'll enter your mobile number and then click the Verify Mobile tab. Once again, you'll receive a one-time password and you will go through the similar verification process. After that, you'll be required to create a password. Once you've done that, you will take the I declare that the information provided above box. Next, you will click on the Terms and Conditions link. This will bring up the privacy notice and agreement. You're strongly urged to read the terms and conditions. Once you've completed that and you agree with the terms and conditions, you will tick the I accept, or if you don't agree, you will tick the I do not accept the terms and conditions. Please note that if you do not accept the terms and conditions, you will not be able to complete the portal creation process. So once you've clicked continue, you'll be routed back to the registration page where you will click the registration tab. At that time, you'll be given a pop-up, or you'll receive a pop-up display, and will ask if you want to proceed and if your information is correct. You'll click yes. Then you'll get another pop-up that advises you that you have been registered successfully. You'll click OK, and then you'll be rerouted to the login page where you'll be required to enter your email along with your password. Now, for returning students, your journey is a little different. You'll be required to utilize the Forgot Password feature by clicking the Click Here tab or link. Then you'll be required to reset your password. To do so, you'll enter your email address and mobile number. Please ensure that your email address and mobile number are on file at the SLB. Then you'll click continue. At that point, you'll receive a one-time password either via email or by text message. You'll go through the verification process Once you've done that, you'll be required to create a new password. Once you've created the password, you would have reset your password, and you'll now be able to log in as a returning student by entering your email address and password. So now we have completed the how to register, how to create a portal account. Let me just stress once more that all new applicants and all guarantors, whether new or returning, will be required to sign up, register, or create a portal account in order to access the portal. Now, the burning question, how to apply. So once you've logged in, you will be on your dashboard. On the dashboard, you'll see your name and TRN being displayed at the very top of the page. You'll also see the features listed, or portal features listed to the left in the drop-down menu. So you'll see apply for a loan, guarantee a loan, fees payments, etc. So, for new applicants who are applying for the first time, you'll be required to click on the Apply for a Loan tab. Then you click on the New Loan tab. At this time, you'll see all of our product offerings being displayed. The Students' Loan Bureau offers 3 loan products: the targeted loan, the Pay As You Study, which is known as the PAYS loan, and the postgraduate loan. We strongly urge our applicants to please take the time to read the information sheets or the brochures here by clicking the Read More link. Take the opportunity to familiarize with the loan so that you are in a position to choose the loan that you truly desire and that you think will best suit you. So you click on one of our most popular loans is the targeted loan. So you click on the targeted loan, then you click continue. At this point, you will now have access to your 11-page application. You'll be on page 1. So on page 1, you'll be entering your basic demographic information. On this page, I would like to just take the time to just bring your attention to 2 specific fields, or 2 new fields to our application. The first is the customer classification. So, for customers who are a child of a public sector employee, you will click on the drop box. You will see regular child of a public sector employee. You will select child of a public sector employee, and so once you've selected that, just like to bring to your attention that you will need to provide proof that you are a child of a public sector employee,
1%.
and you'll be required to upload this proof on your document upload page. Also, the associated benefit will be applied to your application, and one benefit is the 35% reduction in your application fee, and also you'll benefit from a 1% reduction in your interest rate. Now, in regards to the second field, which is a ward of the state. So, who is a ward of the state? A ward of the state is any person whose legal guardian is the government of Jamaica. So I repeat. So a ward of the state is any person whose legal guardian is the government of Jamaica. So if you are a ward of the state, you will select drop down and you will select yes. You will also be required to upload proof that you're a ward of the state, and this will be uploaded on your document upload page. For persons who are a ward of the state, you will not require a guarantor. So you proceed with completing page 1, and then you will progress to page 2. Now on page 2, your loan application number, which is going to be your unique identifier, it will be generated and displayed at the top right-hand corner. You pay attention to the very last 6 digits, as that will be your application number. you'll use this number when tracking the progress of your application. We would like to bring to your attention the Save and Exit tab. This tab will be available from page 2 and throughout the application going forward. Now, the Save and Exit, it allows you to save your application, as the name would imply. But once you've saved your application, it also instructs you on how to resume your application. So you'll get a pop-up advising you of your application number. It will tell you that when you log back into your portal, you will need to use the resume and track your request feature. So once you've logged in and you click on that tab, you will see that your application status says submission pending. Then you will click on the resume application tab. This will allow you to resume the application. So from here, we'll progress to page 3. On page 3, you'll be required to enter your household income details. The acronym ATI, I'd just like to explain what it means for those viewers who are not sure what it means. So ATI stands for Approved Tertiary Institution. In other words, it's the name or the name of the school that you will be attending. Also on this page, we would like to be able to identify our applicants who are PATH beneficiaries. So if you are a PATH beneficiary, you will click yes, then you click the Verify tab. At this time, your details will be verified through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security's database. Once you get a positive confirmation, you see a little display that says that you have been verified. So for PATH beneficiaries, you will have 2 benefits applied to your application. One, you'll get a 35% reduction in your application fee. 2, you'll be automatically approved for granting aid. Also, on this page, you'll be required to enter the details of the head of the household. Also, enter the details for the person or persons financially responsible for you, the applicant. At this section, you will be required to do a Trn verification. Now, for those applicants who are financially responsible for themselves, you can, in this section, enter your details. So you'll enter your name, your employment status, and do your Trn verification. So again, for those applicants who are financially responsible for yourself, this is the section where you input that information. And then proceed to page 4. On page 4, you'll be entering your banking details. These details are needed in order to facilitate payment of granting aid to persons who have been approved for grants. Please ensure that your bank account is active and in your name or in the name of the customer. If you do not have a bank account, please leave these fields empty and just continue to page 5. On page 5, you'll be required to enter your loan information and school details. So here, I'd like to spend just a minute. So in the Dropbox, you will select Dropbox academic year apply for, you select 2022. Then you move on to select the ATI or the school you'll be attending. Next, you will be asked to indicate the duration of your program. So if your program is 3 years or a 4-year program, in the Dropbox, you will select the number 3 or the number 4. Then you'll proceed to select your program of studies, and then you will need to indicate the year in program you are in. Now, if you are in year 1 or year 2, in the Dropbox, you will select the number 1 or the number 2. And this will represent the year that you will be going into for the 2022 academic year. You'll proceed to fill out the other mandatory fields, and I'd also like to bring to your attention the requested loan amount. Here, you'll enter the amount that you actually want to borrow from the Students' Loan Bureau. So say, for instance, your program costs $500,000. but you only want to borrow 300,000. All you'll do is just enter 300,000 here in the the requested loan amount field, and then your application will be built based on that amount. Also on this page, you'll be required to enter your guarantor's details. You'll enter their title, name, and email address. Please ensure that your guarantor's name is spelled correctly and that the email is also entered accurately. And also ensure that the email address belongs to the guarantor. The email is very important in the whole application process because the guarantor's email will be used to link your application or the applicant's application to their application. Also, pay attention to the pop-up that will say any changes after submission of the amount requested will require a new application. Then you progress to page 6. On page 6, we would like to just know if you will be benefiting from any scholarships or grants. If you are, then you'll enter this information on this page. Then you'll progress to page 7. On page 7, you're required to declare if you have any of the medical conditions listed. This information will be used to determine if you'll be exempted from paying the insurance premium. So if you select yes, you'll be required to upload a medical report and you will not be required to pay the insurance premium. Next, you will progress to page 8. Page 8 is asking for the borrower financial information. This information is in regards to you, the applicant. So you are the borrower. Just want to clarify that because we've seen some questions regarding who is the borrower. So the borrower is the applicant. Here we just want to know what is your employment status. Are you employed or if you're not employed? Then if you're employed, you just you will enter your income information along with your monthly expenses and any financial commitments that you may have. Then you'll proceed to page 9. On page 9, you'll get the opportunity to review your application. So if there are any errors or any edits that you would like to make, you will click on the back tab and it will take you to the previous sections where you'll be able to make the necessary edits and then progress. You will also have the opportunity to download a copy of your application thus far by clicking the download as PDF. And you can save this for your own record keeping. Next, you'll progress to the upload document page. So here, all mandatory documents will be, mandatory documents with the red asterisk are required to be uploaded. We also want to bring your attention to the instructions that are here. You're advised on the format in which the documents should be saved, maybe PDF or JPEG. And we also would like you to ensure that the customer ID that you are uploading is the one that you selected when you created your portal account. So just for a reminder, customer IDs are customer ID or examples of customer IDs are 1, a national voter's ID, driver's license, or passport. For those persons who you don't have an ID or a valid ID or it's expired, you can upload a passport size photo and you can upload, you're required to upload that twice, 1 as a customer ID and 2 as the picture of a customer. I would also like to touch a little bit on proof of income. So 3 forms of proof of income is 1, a job letter, the 3 most consecutive pay slips, 2, the self-employment declaration form. Next, I'd like you to pay attention to the credit bureau consent form. This document, you will need to click generate first. Once that document is generated, then you'll be required to print, sign, and upload. In regards to the master agreement, you will click the View and Generate tab. Your master agreement will be generated, and you're strongly urged to review the terms and conditions. Once you've done so, you will tick the I accept box and continue. Now, I'd just like to pause a little on the application. So I would encourage our customers, when you are doing your document upload page, to utilize the save and exit, because you're going to have to spend some time to get your documents in order to save them in the acceptable format. So you don't want to lose your application or all the information that you have submitted so far. So use the save and exit, and you can resume your application. Now, one of the questions that we have been receiving is, where can I access the supporting documents that are needed to be uploaded? So, to access these documents, you will go back to the Student Loan Bureau's website, click on the About Us tab, then go to the Resource Center tab, and this will take you to where our supporting documents are available for downloading. Please pay attention to the name of the application, the document, ensure that you're printing and signing the correct documents, and those documents are applicable to you and the loan product that you have chosen. So once you have uploaded all the necessary documents and you've resumed your application, you will progress to the final page of the application, which is page 11. Here, you'll review the consent and disclosure section and indicate that you've read and agreed to all the terms. Then you'll click the continue button, that will complete and submit your application. Once you've submitted your application, you'll receive a pop-up message telling you that your application has been submitted. It will remind you of your application number. Also at this time, 2 emails will be sent out. One will go to you, the applicant, advising you that your application has been submitted and your loan has been pre-approved, and what are the next steps. The second email that will go out will be to the guarantor. So, for our guarantors who are watching today, in that email, you will be advised that the applicant has completed their application. You'll be advised what is their application number, and you'll be instructed to go and sign up, create your portal account, and to log in. And once you log in, you'll be advised to use the Guarantee a Loan tab. So, guarantors, when you log in, as I said before, your dashboard looks the same as the applicant. So, you will see your name and TRN, then you will click on the Guarantee a Loan tab. You'll select the loan application number. You'll see the applicant's name, the loan product, and the loan amount that they are seeking to borrow. Then you'll click Continue, where you will have access to your 7-page application. So I won't be going through the 7 pages because the applicant's application is basically a mirror, or the guarantor's application is actually a mirror of the applicant. It's just shorter. So you'll complete your mandatory fields, and you'll also upload your required documents or mandatory documents. So we have completed how to apply. So in our final segment of the presentation, I'll be going through some of the new features. So as I had indicated earlier, one of the benefits is that applicants will be able to track their loan application, to track the progress, and they'll do that by clicking on the resume and track your request. This here you'll see what's the status of your application. It could say that your fees are now due, or your guarantor's application is pending, and you'll be able to stay abreast. Another feature that I spoke about was the ability to pay your fees. So you can click on the Fees Payment tab, select your loan application number, and you'll see the fees that you are required to pay and the amount that you'll need to pay. You'll click the Continue tab, and this will take you to the Payment Details page where you'll enter your debit or credit card information. And once you've made a payment, you'll receive a email notification confirming that the fees have been received. Another key feature is the ability to raise an appeal. Now, if it is that you as an applicant, you would like to change your guarantor, so you would have entered Jane Brown, but you want to change the guarantor to Mary Brown. You go onto the portal, click the Appeals tab, you select the Guarantor Appeal, which is the appeal type from the drop-down. You select your loan application number, and then in the narration box, you'll just give us a brief reason as to what is the request and why you're requesting same. Then you will enter the details for the new guarantor. Please ensure that the new guarantor's name is spelled correctly and the email is also inputted correctly. And once again, the email address must belong to the guarantor. Now, you can also use this Guarantor Appeals feature if it is that you had entered their guarantor's email address incorrectly and you want to correct it, or you want to use another email address for the guarantor. You would just repeat the same steps and just ensure that you enter the guarantor's name again and the correct email address. Then you will submit the appeal, and then you will receive a appeals request number, and you'll use this number to track the progress of your request. So that ends my presentation. For those applicants who may be experiencing any challenges with the application process at this time, we want to hear from you, and you can contact us. You can contact us via WhatsApp at 876-279-8080, or call us at 876-619-4752, or email us at info@slbja.com. I'd like to thank you for your attention. I hope that this presentation you found it helpful and informative. I will now hand over to the co-hosts, Crystal and Siobhan.
Every day as daylight, I'ma look out of the road, I bear you, me sit up on the street corner. Them other always I say, when you're not tired, we drink rum or smoke marijuana. But it's not what it seems, them get accepted to pursue a degree. But neither them, nor them parents, nor them relatives are poor, couldn't find it to pay the school fee. So, choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, from poverty them and for set we free. And choose SLB, for all your tuition needs. Serving from 1971, they're here for everyone, so everybody sing this one. Student loan, them are the real trendsetter. Them give the youth a chance to move right up the ladder. Through education, they make your life get better. Education, that are the key. We say we nah go turn no cruff round ya. No, we ain't gonna lose. We a strive to make life better. So we know who we choose, yeah. Choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, in the golden anniversary, yeah. Choose SLB, always transforming dreams. Serving from 1971, they're here for everyone, so everybody sing this one. Choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, from poverty them and for set we free. And choose SLB, SLB, SLB.
Right, so we're seeing the questions, guys, and we're really excited to answer them. So, let's start the conversation. Now, the first question that we are seeing here is, can you facilitate loan repayments and check balances on the website itself?
Well, our launch on June 1st saw us rolling out our customer portal. So, in order for you to check your balances, you'll be doing that when we release our second portal, at least balances and make payments as well to your name. That is a repayment.
Okay, so essentially what you're saying is that the first release would comes with repayment in terms of online statements and getting instant balances, correct?
Correct.
Okay, excellent.
John.
Yes.
Returning customers will need to use the forgot password feature. So you will be required to enter your email address and your mobile number. And the mobile number and the email address that you enter must be the one that is on file at SLB. So if you have a new number, then you're probably going to have some difficulties registering. But what we'll ask you to do is
In the interim.
email us your name, your TRN, your new number, your old number, and a contact number. We'll make the necessary updates, and then you'll be able to log in.
Awesome.
Excellent, okay.
So the next question is, the person asks if a driver's license being used as an ID type. What would be the ID number? Can I take that?
Sure.
Okay, so it's basically the TRN, your tax registration number. That would be the ID number that you use as the ID type number. Okay, and I'm right? This you?
Yes, you are.
Right.
Okay, good. And there's another follow-up question. If I am a person, if the person is financially responsible, is self-employed, what can I use for the proof of income for that person, otherwise from using a bank statement?
All right, in that instance, we have a declaration of self-employment form. So you would access that on our website in the resource center. So you will just download, complete, have it certified by a justice of the peace, and then you can upload same. So that's again the declaration of self-employment form. All right?
And where can we locate that form?
In the resource center
Resource
tab,
center.
right, on our website. Question 5 speaks to what if the person is applying for the first time and they don't have an ID and they don't have a passport? What can be done?
All right. So in the ID type, in the drop-down, you'll be able to select a photo. So that can be used as a placeholder at this time. So you would select photo or
Right.
passport size photo,
Right.
and that's the document that you will upload.
Okay, so after having submitted that in the interim, that is the passport size photograph certified by a JP, yes, Anita?
Right, that's correct.
Right. Do you still want to encourage them to still submit an ID, perhaps
course.
later down in the
Yes.
process?
Of course.
Right.
We strongly urge you to go and get yourself a valid government-issued ID. So you
Excellent.
can seek to get a passport or national voters ID.
Okay. Having some questions again coming in. Where can I find the guarantor's declaration form?
At the resource center?
That's correct.
Excellent.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's on our portal, on our website. So it's www.slbja.com. About us, resource center. You should see a drop-down box. You'll see a
Right.
lot of documents there. Okay, guys. So there you can find the declaration form.
Right.
Now, for the other question, if the person financially responsible is myself, is that okay?
Yes, it is.
Definitely.
Yes, it is. So as I had indicated earlier, on page 3 where you have to enter your details for your household, you would enter the details on your details under the section person who is financially responsible for the applicant. So there you just enter your information, your details, and then proceed.
Okay. So we have another question. Can we still pay the loan processing fee, which is now called the application fee, at Paymaster?
Yes, you can. You can still make your payments at Paymaster or Bill Express.
So whilst we're encouraging persons to make payment on the customer portal because of the fact that it hits your account directly, right away, right. But you can also make payments at the third-party agencies to include Paymaster and Bill Express.
And I'd also like to say if you pay using our customer portal, you don't have to pay a service fee. So that's a plus.
Excellent.
Exactly.
That's indeed, Anika. Fantastic.
So I will make my payment on the portal.
Yes, please do.
Now, for the other follow-up question, where would I get the medical report?
Where would you get your
Well,
medical report?
if it is that any of the medical conditions apply to you as an applicant, you would need to go to a medical practitioner to substantiate, right, or corroborate whatever condition you may have so that you'll be exempted from paying an insurance premium, all right? So that will be received from your medical practitioner, all right?
Great. The next question says, where can I find the guarantor's information? I'm not seeing them in the customer portal. I'm not sure if the person is asking where can the guarantor start their process?
Right, I'm thinking that's what they're saying, Siobhan. So Anika, where can they go to get access to sign up?
Okay, so guarantors, first you'll need to create a portal account by going to the login page on the customer portal. Click the sign up link. There they'll go through the registration process. Once they've created their account, then they will log into the portal. They will click on guarantee a loan and select the application number for the applicant, and then they will have access to their application.
Anika, we want to also stress the point that the applicant's journey needs to begin prior to the guarantors, correct?
Well, the applicant has to complete their application. They have to complete it and submit it. And at that point in time, the guarantor will have access or be able to have access to the loan application
Loan information.
number.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Excellent.
Now, the other question is about the deadline of the application period.
People are always curious about SLB's deadline.
All right, so at this time, we do not have a stipulated deadline. As you know that we opened our application period on June 1, and we are now basically at the end of June. So whilst we may not have a stipulated deadline, we encourage our applicants to complete their applications in a timely manner so that you'll be able to register early, register with school, so you'll be able to select your classes and start your semester.
Excellent, because we know about the horror stories, right? When people wait very late in the process to do the necessaries. So now somebody asked us to explain the PAYE informal versus the PAYE formal.
All right, so the PAYE formal means that your employer is doing your deductions and they are actually paying these over to the tax administration of Jamaica. Persons who are informally paid means that you may work for yourself and your employer is not taking out your deductions on your behalf.
The statutory deductions, you mean?
Deductions,
Okay.
sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Great.
And I'm seeing where someone asks if, let me see here, they asked about basically how to make payments for the fees. I think, well, as you stated earlier in the presentation, you basically go on the portal, log in, and on the dashboard where it says applying for a loan, guarantee a loan, it's at the bottom where it says fees. You can click on the fees, and there you'd see a loan commitment number to input or select, and from there you go ahead and make your payment for your fees, and you put all the necessary information.
Right.
Now keep the question coming in, guys.
All right. Can you again remind us of the required fees, Anika?
All right, so there are 3 fees to be paid. One is the application fee, the second one is the insurance premium, and the third is the credit report fee.
Are the guarantors now required to still come in to do a physical interview under this
No.
new customer portal?
No. So our guarantors do not have to come in for an interview. That's a thing of the past. So now that they have submitted their applications online, we'll be able to review their application, review the documents that have been uploaded. And if there are any issues, we will either send you an email or give you a call, and then we'll ask you to rectify these issues. We prefer them to be done electronically, but if there's any need to resubmit, we'll ask that you submit your documents either by a courier, or you can utilize our Dropbox facility at the office.
Thank you so much, Anika, for answering our questions.
Sure, you're
That
welcome.
ends our Did You Know feature.
Our question and answer.
Sorry, our question and answer segment.
Thank you so much, Anika, for your time. We really do want to have you again to speak to us as it relates to the application process and to even engage our customers as well.
You're welcome.
Okay, we really do appreciate your time and thank you for having us.
All right, it was a pleasure.
Awesome.
All right, guys, spread the word for all your SLB facts. Stay in the loop with SLB Connect for any questions you may have. You may call us at 619-4752 or WhatsApp us at 876-279-8080 or send us a DM on Instagram at Students Loan Bureau.
And up next we have the quote of the day.
So our quote of the day is, "The only impossible journey is the one you never begin," by Tony Robbins.
So guys, you must begin the process for the application. Go ahead on our website, www.slbja.com, and start the application process. Start the application process where you can actually start to pursue your dreams and your goals. Have a good one, guys.
Don't wait, apply today.
Apply as soon as possible.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Every day as daylight, I'ma look out of the road, I bear youth, me sit up on the street corner. Them other always I say, when you're not tired, we drink rum and smoke marijuana. But it's not what it seems, them get accepted for pursue a degree. But neither them, nor them parents, nor them relatives are poor, couldn't find it to pay the school fee. So, choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, from poverty them up for set we free. And choose SLB, for all your tuition needs. Serving from 1971, they're here for everyone, so everybody sing this one. Student loan, them are the real trendsetter. Them give the youth a chance to move right up the ladder. Through education, they make your life get better. Education, that are the key. We say we not got turn no cruff round ya. No, we ain't gonna lose. Strive, we a strive to make life better. So we know who we choose, yeah. Choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, in the golden anniversary, yeah. Choose SLB, always transforming dreams. Serving from 1971, they're here for everyone, so everybody sing this one. Choose SLB, making a brighter future for we, yeah. Choose SLB, from poverty them up for set we free. And choose SLB.